Just, you know, just one explosive. I don't know, just...
Explosives? Fun stuff. You can get yourself a lot of attention that way. I may have something. Why would you need to get your hands on some fireworks?
Going fishing, money problems, got to make the car disappear for insurance, wife got the house in a divorce, they want to watch the news tonight. I kind of like one, because, I mean, you know, are we really going fishing, or are we just being coy about it? Hello, one explosive, please. A lot of people want 3, lots of votes for 4. I don't know which one of these lead which ways. I don't know if they're all equivalent, yes, no. I kind of just want to say, I'm going fishing.
Hey, look over here.
Looks homemade.
Sure, okay. I got some stuff that'll do the trick. Astrolight. It's like TNT's bigger, meaner cousin with a prison record. I don't like keeping the stuff around. Too dangerous. So I let you have it for a little less than the going rate.
So I can say, I don't have any money. I can say, Mercurio already paid for it. Remember him? Which I believe will start a fight right away. By the way, one thing that's interesting in this game, I don't believe there's any XP for, like, killing things. You just get XP for completing quests. So it doesn't matter how you kill the quests, or how you finish the quests, you will get the XP. I'm gonna try for 1. Oh, no. Dude, I'm totally good for the money. I'd never rip you off.
You sure you're good for it? Because all it means to me, if you're not, is a little late-night shark fishing trip with the boys, if you understand what I'm saying. Here, you hold on to it. But if you don't pay me, your life is shit. Understand?
It's actually very hard to get through this entire encounter and get the Astrolite without a fight. I think we happen to have, like, exactly the right combination of stats, and it picked exactly the right options in there. Yeah, he likes fishing too. You understand? I'll bring the money as soon as I can. Totally. Mm-hmm. And there you go. 2 experience for completing the quest. Guys are all Breaking Bad up in here. Now, just because we did that doesn't mean we can't still murder absolutely everyone. See, Chocolate Fireguard says, okay, now kill everyone. I mean, I kind of want the car stereo. We could just grab it and run out. It's not like we really have the steal the cash on the way out. We've already stolen the cash. The only thing left is the car stereo, as far as I know. I'm not sure if we've got enough combat stats for it. We do have enough XP. We could put a point in something. And then we could do it. And then if we die, I mean, we've got to save, so it's going to be okay. Yeah, we have 5 XP. So unarmed combat. So strength boosts unarmed combat. It also boosts melee, which is nice. So unarmed versus having an arm. So we could just put a point into strength, which wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, the nice thing about having a high unarmed combat as well is it does make it easier to feed in combat, because in combat, strong people can sort of shove you off and try to feed, so having a lot of it is pretty good. Can't you just Auspex 1 them and run off? What would Auspex 1 do for us? Oh, you mean Presence 1? Oh, just defensively and then run away. Yeah. Very well. I'm going to put a point to strength, because I think it's going to be really good value for us. There we go. So we're going to accept that. We're quite strong. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, I want it to blood buff. I want the celerity. Are you dead? Oh, nope, you're not dead. Blood heal. Thank you. Please die. Then, let's refill our blood pool. We can totally kill these guys. No humanity loss. Ah! That hit the spot. Whee! Oh! I might have broken it by blood healing. Or sometimes if you get hit, it knocks you out of the feeding. I do like it when you send people flying across the room with your attacks, though. Okay, I'll kill you, since you still have the buddy. Yeah, I think I broke it because I'm blood healing. There you go. Let's try this again. Delicious. And then we get to loot their stuff. We get a gun, we get a knife, we get a baseball bat, we get a tire iron. You know, I like that, you know, we completed it through dialogue. It did auto-pick that one up as well, I think, before I hit the button. Maybe it's like lingering on the E after I picked something else up. Maybe there's some auto-loot. I didn't realize. Maybe that's possible. Maybe if you get close enough to stuff, it auto-loots it. I think that's everything. Weapons auto-pick-up. Oh. Well, and the pills seem to have auto-picked up as well. So maybe just like cash items can do it. And what's great, a lot of times if you trigger some fights, depending on how it goes, they release the dog, the attack dog. And I'm happy we did it in such a way that we didn't have to fight the puppy. Now, I have died here before by accidentally jumping off the wrong place, I think. Maybe there's invisible walls. I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming. But I feel like this has caused issues for me before. We'll get another load screen. How'd they get the fan up the cliff? Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, go back to first person. That'll actually make that a little simpler, and I enjoy it more. Now, did you get your money?
You have any of those items you mentioned?
Yeah, man. Here's the steak. You got $100?
Yeah. Here you go. Now where can
Oh, remember, you need the unicorn blood still. So, here's the thing. We can sick him on the actual prince. He will 100% die. And depending on how it goes, I might get in trouble. We could tell him the President of the United States is the head vampire. And he will try to stake the President of the United States, which results in a Masquerade violation. And we get in some trouble. Who's Rodriguez? Is that a person? Everyone wants me to say 3. We can't. So we will get a Masquerade violation, but we can get it back later. There's going to be everyone wants 3. All right, everyone wants 3. We will have to make sure to erase that Masquerade violation off our record at some point.
You won't have to live like this anymore.
Oh, we lose humanity
I'm going
as well.
to kill the head vampire.
Shit. So I should have offered him the unicorn blood first. Oh yeah, 9's Rodriguez. That's right. You've never done 3? Yeah. So we just took some. We lost 2 points of humanity because sending him after someone causes them to die. So we lost, and we lose 2 points of humanity because we're Toreador, so we twice as much hit. So we're not 8. I think we were at 11, like we sort of would have overflowed to 11, but anyway. And we violated the Masquerade because he tried to assassinate the President of the United States, and they kind of know that vampires exist now. Oh well. So we can go here now. We were bad. All right, Bender Rodriguez. Pretty sure Clinton. It was 2004. No, that would have been Bush. Bush was president. Bush Jr. So, right, the cop's over there. So we can go back to Main Street. I guess we may as well. We can go to Mercurio and tell him that we have the Astrolite. Bush Jr.'s good at dodging. Right, he dodged that shoe. Mercurio? I got the Astrolite back, buddy.
Yeah? Did you waste those sons of
I
bitches?
sure did! Yeah, they left me no choice. We totally finessed the entire thing. We got the Astrolite without having to pay, without having to fight, without anything, and then we're like, but wait, there's more. They left me no choice.
Good. Great. Hope it was painful. Did you get my money back?
Now, we can choose whether or not we give... that stereo left me no choice. We can choose whether or not we give him the money, the 250 money. I think if we give it to him, we get a humanity back. Everyone in chat wants 1. Everyone in chat, terrible people. Nope, sorry, didn't get it.
Damn. I could have used that money to buy myself some new kidneys.
Again, we're playing Cyberpunk. You would have gotten, some augments. So what's the story with this Astrolite anyway? We're monsters.
Astrolite?
I mean, literally.
Twice as powerful as TNT. Instant
I know, maybe now we'll go in
demolition.
dancing.
Be on the other side of the world when you engage that timer. You need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabbat interest.
What's a Sabbat?
You haven't been doing this too long, have you? The Sabbat, as I understand it, are your typical power-hungry movie monsters. They specialize in causing...
So there's two main groups of
Tell me what
vampires.
they're like,
There's
let me
the
tell you.
Camarilla,
That'd
which is
enjoy
what we're
it.
part of. And they, you know, they have sort of have the civilized, they enforce the Masquerade, they've got this sort of a system of governance, that sort of thing. And then there's the Sabbat, who are mostly like, fuck all the rules. They have their own system of organization. They practice diablerie, if I recall correctly. Diablerie is basically feeding, draining on another vampire, which allows you to raise or to improve your generation. I guess you lower your generation. Anyway, you -1 your generation, which is a good one. So if you're 13 and you diablerize a more powerful vampire, you'll go up to say 12. Depends on the number between you two and blah 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 blah. But yeah, Sabbat are sort of like the real bad guys, the true monsters of the vampire society. There's also anarchs, which are like, you know, they don't want to get involved in politics, sort of kind of thing. How many times can you do it? What, diablerie? I don't think there's a limit. And the thing is, when you diablerize someone, it does show up on your aura. I think for a while, depending on how powerful they are. So people with Auspex can know that you're into diablerie. Diablerie, by the way, super against the rules of the Camarilla. Super mega against the rules of the Camarilla. I mean, you cannot get away with that shit. Could you imagine? Can you imagine if like, there was a whole clan that got their entire powers maybe via diablerie? Sure. Anyway, tell me about this warehouse.
About that operation. Well, I'd love to get in there, get my hands on the equipment they've been unloading. But it'd be suicide to walk in there. Got a small army.
Yeah,
of
diablerie
drug
loses
heavy
generation,
types, and they're all
exactly.
packing.
Brings you closer to Kane.
I don't know, maybe.
Got a small army. I don't know, maybe what?
There's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot
Tongue,
about him.
Bertram
His
Tongue.
name is Tongue. Bertram Tongue. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city...
What happens if you lose your humanity?
Fortunately,
You just turn into
I'm
a crazed beast, and that's it. Game over. Tremere did nothing wrong. Tongue's hiding out. Why is he hiding out?
Tongue's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, word is Therese and Tongue are feuding.
I'll hear none of that anti-Tremere propaganda.
Mike takes that Tongue thinks he's about to get whacked, so he's gone underground till Therese calls it off.
I do want to play the
If you wanna
CK3
put
Prince
that
Breakfast
warehouse
mod.
into orbit anytime soon, you're gonna have to get Therese to call off the feud.
Alright, so Bertrand Tongue, we need him, but he's hiding because Therese is wanting to kill him. So, alright, where can I find her?
She and her sister Jeanette, they run the asylum. Some freaky customers frequent that place. I try not to do business there.
Alright, what can you tell me about her?
She's the woman around here. Power player. Nice looking broad for a dead chick, but personality like stone.
I have a question about something else.
Who exactly?
Tell me about her sister Jeanette.
Therese I don't like, but I can respect her. Jeanette's different. I don't know what to make of her. She's a little, you
Who's
know...
Mercutio's master? I think it's the prince. I'm not sure.
Therese is, well, like you. And I would think so's Jeanette. But I hear rumors about her.
Rumors?
All right. Jeanette got a body built for bedrooms. And I got close acquaintances says they conquered that territory. But I asked the main man, and he says you types, you know, can't or don't or do that kind of thing. Anyway, whatever she is, I hear Jeanette's...
How's the more recent... Oh, Vampire game compared to this? This stands alone. This is an exceptional game. You know what? I think we're good. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go to the Club Elysium. Asylum? Club's name is Asylum, but it is an Elysium, right? Elysium is an official name in the vampire thing. Elysium is a safe place where you're not allowed to fight, you're not allowed to do any bullshit. It's neutral territory. Oh, check the dock for some money. We're gonna go back to the clinic relatively soon. We still have to find some drugs for Trip and everything in there too, so we'll be back. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there you go. The club's name is Asylum, but it is an Elysium. By the way, sewer is totally accessible. If you're playing as the Nosferatu, who are horribly ugly, they're so ugly and whacked out that just being spotted by a human is considered breaching the Masquerade, as the as a Nosferatu. So they really have to get around during the sewers. But even we'll make our way through the sewers at some point. So here's the entrance to the club. Very cool looking place. And if you are watching the VOD of this later on, some of this part might get muted, unfortunately, because they have a tendency of having some copyrighted music. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to lower the volume considerably here. And I'm going to do my best to try to talk over as much of this bullshit as possible. Because, yeah, I think they tend to play a lot of copyrighted kind of stuff. Oh, and right away! Oh, now we have to hear this. Hold on. Alright, F it. We'll just have to deal with it. Boo.
Oh, little boy. Like fabric softener do on freshly mowed AstroTurf. Oh, I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
We have a seduce option. We've got to go for it. These are the rules. Frightening isn't the word I'd use. Exciting is more like it. You can't turn off the music in this game.
I can tell you and I are going to get along just like fire hoses.
Fire hoses?
When we get turned on, there's bound to be flames.
I mean, yes, but I think she's got cause and effect a little bit backwards. That's what I was thinking. What's your name?
I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out. I'm the name on all the men's room walls. When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile. And everyone always wants to know who is that girl.
I like that. I'm fingered down your spine when all the lights are out. Well, aren't you a tease? Got a name I can remember you by?
I am Jeanette. And this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise.
Okay, soon can't come good. Can't come soon enough. Goodbye. Let me just bring down the sound a little bit more again. I think I might have put it up a little higher than I had it before. Her dialogue slaps. Yeah, it's really.
It was called Santa Monica, not stuck-up bitch.
Not stuck-up bitch.
I can't even look at you sometimes. Oh, Therese, you really do paint a flattering portrait of me with your turn-of-the-century bard. I always assumed you could do nothing but look down.
Let's be honest, loud music's kind of the thing with pubs. Yeah, it's too loud all the time.
Sight of that wicked painted couch.
Jeanette's voice is the voice of Azula in Avatar?
Sin! You have no sin. Let's see who is without sin past the fierce tone. Go ahead and mock me.
You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. It suits you. You're just one big joke. Don't you call me that.
Explains so much. She's good at doing crazy.
How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything.
Family, man.
Always.
Always a pain. Like, we don't have a reflection. It's because we're a vampire. No, it's because reflections were, they're hard to do. In Vampire Masquerade, vampires have reflections. I mean, that's how they have their hair so nice. Come on. Unless you're La Sombra? Is it La Sombra that don't have reflections? And the reason that the myth of vampires not having reflections come from? I'm secretly the Sombra, yeah. Swanky. Wow, I love the really high ceilings.
Please, come in. I do apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality is a necessary evil.
Every now and again, depending on the angle of her hair, the little, curly cues from the back of her, her ponytail almost looks like little devil horns. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but, I definitely get that vibe from time to time. See what I mean? When she just puts her head back a little bit? Again, we're suave and social. We've got to be political. We might like Jeanette a lot, but when we're talking to Therese, who obviously has some issues, we're like, oh, yeah, I'm just glad she's gone. You must be Therese.
Therese Vorman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
You do, baby. Again, this is the dialogue that this character would be putting into a shitty-ass detective novel, so we have to, It's like, we can go down to business, but hold on a sec. I thought Jeanette owned the club.
Jeanette is the freak show I keep around to lure in curiosity seekers. She's very good with the clientele, but her business skills are approximate to those of a 4-year-old with a $1 bill and a 5 and dime.
Okay, listen, I need you to call off the feud with Bertram Tongue.
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean.
They're pretty unclean. I will encourage chat to avoid any spoilers for people who are new to the game and don't know the story. Your phobias don't concern me. Just tell him everything's cool. Again, why do you hate him? Other than the fact that, yeah, he's a Nosferatu and horribly filthy and disgusting.
He meddles in my affairs. He's a bad influence on my sister, and she on him. If you were in my place, would you let him compromise your authority? You most certainly would not. I'd quite like it if I never had to hear that name again.
Then, can you put out the word that you got no feud with him?
Why would I do that? Let him think I mean to kill him. That way I don't have to worry about him sabotaging everything. Do you realize how his subterfuge makes me look to the
I have 3 points in
Camarilla?
subterfuge. That's unfortunate, but I do need to see him.
Tongue and his co-conspirators' actions ruined my chance at partnership in a crucial piece of property. I do have several other promising ventures, and one in particular has been, to say the least, an ordeal. I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in.
Another goddamn waste of my time. One day I'll have to be like either I don't know, Brua or Gangrel, but be one of these people that just is sick of this shit all the time. Wait, a spirit? You mean a ghost?
Oh, I forgot. You're still new to this. Allow me to break you in. Yes, ghosts exist.
Right, I cannot
Werewolves,
unhear Azula now.
mummies, and I'd expect a whole lot of other things I've never seen share the night with us.
I don't have time for this Halloween bullshit. If I were to kill you, wouldn't Bertram? Yeah, I'm not going to threaten her life. This seems like a really bad idea. Sure, I'll do it. What do I have to do to get rid of the ghost? Do you have a proton pack for me or something?
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost's may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
This sounds easy and not at all scary. Alright, if I do, you promise you'll call off the feud?
Oh, I fully intend to do so.
Across the
You'll
street.
find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
This is what we call him. No, again, somewhat political. I mean, again, cheesy dialogue, but also somewhat socially aware. All right, I can respect that. I appreciate it. Goodbye.
Before
She's
I
clearly a
forget,
power
take
person in
this.
this area,
The
power
only way
broker.
to reach the ocean house this time of night is through a tunnel in the sewers.